morning, Nigeria. It's another beautiful Thursday morning, and we're here to ensure that you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday morning.
It's an artsy Thursday, a day where we celebrate creativity, expression, and of course, inspiration in its finest form.
Yeah, so wherever you are, at home, already at work, now that's an early bed, I must say, and if you are on the move, you definitely have options to watch us. But hey, get ready, it's going to be a refreshing blend of entertainment, lifestyle, culture, arts, all of that on the show this morning.
So today it's all about embracing that power of art, the power of storytelling, some breathtaking artistic displays, and of course some thought-provoking conversations.
As a lover of arts, music, or whatever you love, and also technology this morning, we have all of that. So just chill, sit back, relax. We'll bring the best to you. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyin. So remember, you can use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
Which is live anywhere across the world or via our mobile app. Download it on Google Play Store and Apple iOS. Also on GOTV, channel 16, StarTimes 121. And we're still working on our terrestrial signal, but a lot of you have made complaints. The auto high frequency 49, we will be back very soon. It's been worked on.
Yes, so we are hoping that you can follow us on social media. If you haven't started following us already, what are you waiting for? Facebook, X, Threads, Instagram, all at TVC Entertainment _.
Yep, and of course, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC for engagement, for interaction, of course. That's all that you need. Let's get straight to what we have for you this morning.
So for a breathtaking culinary experience today, this Thursday, we have the one and only Chef Fave. Now you'll be finding out why she is our fave, or one of our faves.
Yeah,
right here on
Wake Up many
Nigeria.
faves.
very, very soon.
And for a musical performance, well, he was supposed to be here, but he's back. He's going to be making an appearance here. Somzi with some soulful vibes this morning. And of course, Love on the Street. We're going to be listening to that one as he thrills us with that.
They say love is blind, but I see her. This love turn bad man to believer. Me, I know if you ever to leave her. Girl, I want the outside. Sure you go to my side now. You make my heart feel something. This kind of love no be fudgy. You turn nothing to something. Girl, I go like make we soldier. You be my #1 charge.
For a tech discussion this morning, Oyebola Murakinyo is here to discuss this topic. Transforming communities via technology and innovation. There's a hackathon, school of thought.
Yeah, using hackathon as a school, of course, as a tool to transform communities. Now, that's something that they've been doing for a while. We'll be talking about the impact it has made so far in communities. And then on art display, we have Adora Richard, a self-taught multimedia visual artist. Her artistic roots trace back to high school years, discovering her passion for painting as a therapeutic process. And of course, her expressions have since evolved to encompass digital creations, photography, and mixed media collages, always with a focus on authenticity and emotional exploration.
And for our final guest for today, Violet Ejiata, a media producer and presenter with an undying penchant for social impact, having participated in not one, but 3 beauty pageants, winning all 3. She brings this really fresh perspective to pageantry. We're going to be having a conversation with her very, very soon. Yeah, winning not one, not two, but 3 pageants.
That's quite something, yeah.
3 crowns.
Back to back to back. Well, the show is set, and we have all about the carousel today for you to enjoy.
Yeah.
Be up with the news right after this. 0708 hours on the penultimate day in February. Good morning and welcome. This is the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. Dangote Petroleum Refinery has announced a reduction in the ex-depot price of premium motor spirit, commonly referred to as petrol, by 65 naira. This means the price will drop from 890 to 825 naira per litre, effective from today, the 27th of February 2025. According to Dangote, this adjustment is designed to provide essential relief to Nigerians ahead of the Ramadan season. With this latest reduction, the refinery's management confirmed that Dangote petrol will be available at the following prices in partner retail outlets: MRS holding stations, 860 naira per litre in Lagos, 870 per litre in the southwest, 880 per litre in the north, and 890 per litre in the south and southeast. Now, hundreds of women in Niger State are getting a fresh start as the wife of the state governor, Fatima Bago, flags off an empowerment program sponsored by the wife of the president, Oluremi Tinubu. Chanemi Bamayi reports.
For many women in Niger State, making ends meet is a daily struggle. However, hope has arrived in the form of empowerment. Fatima Gambo, a civil servant, has long struggled to support her family on her limited salary. Now she's received a brand new freezer, enabling her to expand her soft drinks business and secure a brighter future. Similarly, Hajara, a fashion designer, has received a gas cooker, which will help her reduce costs and manage her household more efficiently.
To make a petty business, I will start my entrepreneurship with it. I will sell pure water, cold drinks, and other things to manage myself with it.
First, that it has 2 electric burners. I can use electricity to cook instead of maybe sometimes charcoal and gas itself. So it's going to save me economically.
There are people here that are ready to buy it, so I will ask them not to sell it off. They should use it at least this can stay for years.
The initiative, facilitated by the wife of the president in collaboration with the wife of the Niger State governor, is part of a broader effort to lift women out of poverty. The First Lady says this empowerment program aligns with the President's Renewed Hope agenda.
This program also aligns with the Renewed Hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, which prioritizes inclusivity, economic growth, and sustainable development for all Nigerians, particularly women's economic empowerment.
Don't be surprised. By next year, whoever gets, or the cooperative that got refrigerator may buy another one in addition.
From freezers to gas cookers, grinding machines, generator sets, these are more than just household items. They represent hope for a better future for these women. 500 women are benefiting from this initiative. Many are hopeful that this support will not only change their businesses, but will help them sustain a good financial base.
Items will provide some form of economic empowerment for these women, but not just for them alone. It will provide some form of financial stability for their families. Chenemi Bami, TVC News, Bida.
Now, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says there are no security guarantees yet in the mineral deal between Ukraine and the U.S. Ukrainian officials say a deal to share some of their mineral wealth with the U.S. is agreed, and President Trump says he expects President Zelensky to visit the U.S. to sign the deal this week. But Mr. Zelensky, who spoke in Kiev on Wednesday, says he still wants security guarantees, and the initial deal is more of a framework. Earlier, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov called the possible deployment of peacekeeping troops in Ukraine a deceit. Donald Trump said on Tuesday there will be a need for some form of peacekeeping in Ukraine in the event of a peace deal. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still more to come on the show.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on. You're my provider. You're my provider.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time.
On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Drive.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go.
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your View empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
All right, welcome to What's Up and About, and Mary.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning. How you doing? Very well, thank you.
I love the refreshing pattern shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, it's a House of Gucci collection thingy. Yeah. So I'm working it. I'm feeling good.
It looks like some Japa-esque kind of move.
I am here to stay in Nigeria, and it's by choice. It's by choice. Do we have the finances to feel good with ourselves here? Maybe not. However, this is my country.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet.
Please
Yes,
yet.
it's definitely gonna come.
Because that money is coming.
Yeah, but I love my country.
Speaking of money, Mike looks like someone that has $5 million.
Like to pay for the gold card.
Yes.
Oh, I should have known that's where you were going.
He looks like a $5 million
See Mike's face.
gold card holder.
Mike is epic.
But I'm wondering if Mike had $5 million, do you think he would jackpot?
Would he even spend that kind of? I want to hear his opinion.
I don't know why there's anybody talking anything about that, because really, people have been investing. In fact, the US has even been maybe even one of the last on that one. In fact, there are places where you can outrightly buy their passport.
$100,000.
You can't even do it in the US. So,
So is it the passport you're buying or the right to stay? Because having the passport is one
He's referring to the visa rather.
No, he said, I mean, the announcement Trump made was that you get this. This is the easiest path to citizenship.
Okay.
In fact, he said in fact, it's even the gold card is even higher than you with the green card. And it's an investment, and it's not out of it. Even any country will welcome investors. It's what our president has been going out to do, calling out to investors. And if an investor says, I want to put in X amount of money into Nigeria, but I want to be granted residence rights. That's it's a given because you invested.
So my issue is, if you have $5 million, that means you have 850 million naira,
which is less than $1 billion.
It's less than $1 billion, but with 850 million naira, you're having a nice life. Your kids are in some very good secondary schools or whatever institution. I don't even think tertiary institutions will take more than 250 million from you for the whole 4 years.
Depending on the
institution. But I'm thinking, if I have 850 million naira, I'm able to live at a standard that I don't even need the US for much. So I could invest in other countries, other West African countries, continue making my money.
What you said is something that I used to naively think of years back, until I started having conversations with loads of entrepreneurs, successful business folks, and I realized the need for stuff like this. Like in the UK, as difficult as people say it is to get to, get a visa, get residency and all, you can buy certain rights. You have certain properties. It gives you that right because you've made an investment in that country. So, sometimes when we look at a humongous sum, we're like, why would you waste it on this? Now, to us, it might be waste, but to those who can afford it, it's not a big deal.
Talking about big money, this news broke yesterday, and that was the EFCC arraigning Judo Koye for, what was that word you used? Humongous amount of money. Very large one. 1.3 billion naira. That was three different sums, 1.3 billion naira, $1 million.
I visualize art in different aspects. So I dance, I use music, I use painting, I use crafts. So everything that has to draw on our emotions and childhood as a person that brings out the creativity in you, I use it as a means of therapy for my clients, for
that's wonderful. How do you do it? I come to Adora and I say, whoa, I'm having issues at home. I just want someone to relax. How does the therapy part come into the process?
So, because a lot of people feel like the clinical therapy sessions are not really what they want, because they really want something that will stimulate their mind, as well as when they're talking about what they do. And when I did my course in art therapy, I discovered how art can also be a means of calming somebody down and like therapizing people. So basically my process would be, conversing with the client, asking, I have some prompt questions, and then I ask you some questions. It's either you want to do painting, or you want to sculpt, or you want to whatever you want to do. We already discussed that ahead of time, so I know what practice. So it can be dance. It can be dance we're using for your therapy session. And then we just incorporate it in the questions that we're asking. If it's for painting, when you're done with that painting, whatever it is that you pour out on canvas, because it's all of your emotions bottled up that you bring up on canvas. So whenever you see that, it's like a reminder of the reason why you did this. So if it's something you don't want to go back to, you see that art, you're like, oh, I remember why I did this. I'm not going to go back to doing that. I'm not going to do that again. And if it's for something you want to keep looking forward to, whenever you see what you created after your session, it gives you like the encouragement and the heart to keep on upholding that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, what if I don't know how to paint? And I want to engage in your sort of therapy.
That's the reason you come for our festival. That's the Beach Festival.
Oh, talk to me about that.
So that's the Beach Festival is a festival for creatives and anybody, because basically I feel like lots of the times creatives do not get the chance to be poured back into. Where creatives are creating, actors are acting, you're creative, you're here every morning, you're giving out to people. There's rarely a time that you someone else pours into you. So the GOTV Festival is an assembly of different kind of creatives and people who just want to be in an immersive space where everything creative is done. We teach improv creativity, improv dancing, improv music, art and craft. We have the sustainability and wellness part where we also do tree planting, mental health related activities, and we even have a fireside chat about like creatives, because it's a lot of things. Like so many creatives have left Nigeria.
I think something that would also be a major part of that would be your works. We'll get to see your works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
because
talk
we
about...
have some other artists that will be exhibiting in the
They'll
festival.
be exhibiting also?
Yeah, so you get to see my work, you get to see some other artists' work in the festival too.
Now talking about your works, I saw some beautiful pieces there.
Okay.
I know we could get to see it at the festival, but let's talk about them and talk about what inspires, what inspired maybe the individual ones. Let's see a few of them and talk about what inspired them.
Okay, I like
they are quite eccentric, I must say. Just sit down and I'll just visualize the universe with the stories ahead.
Yeah.
Of course, about the Milky Way, galaxies and all about.
Yeah.
I'll be like, how is all of this? What is my own part in this? Why was I given life? So that question just always, and then I'll just the intro of Star Wars where you just see the galaxies just opening. It just goes through my mind. I just ask myself, what's the essence of life? I don't know if I have the answer yet, but this kind of thing emotes such responses from people.
So that word you use, emote, is like the ideal thing in most of my art. All of my art are emotions expressed on canvas.
Wonderful.
It's always about what I'm thinking about, what I'm feeling. It's not necessarily about what people want to see. So I mean that's like my issue with some traditional galleries sometimes. There's no room for artists for the unique and authentic artist expression. It's always about what the clients want to buy. But I feel like when you have that, where you're in a spot or in a chance where you're given the full chance to create what it is that comes out inside of you, it's usually very powerful. It's really something that you cannot hide. It's really something that someone can just diminish from you. So, but when it's about what other people want to hear, it can just phase out.
Wonderful. We'll take other ones and all of that. This has a hate.
Other people's ancestors. Right? Sent this, pray for us, and this, pray for us. All of those people are human beings that lived. The same way Sango and the rest of our ancestors are human beings that lived.
They are ancestors of some other people.
So, but we are given the platform and the space to worship other people's ancestors. I'm not saying that if you worship them, it doesn't work for you. As long as you're calling on them, they work for you. But why do we make our own dormant and call it evil? And then worship other people's own and make them potent in our land?
I've got, like you said, I've gone to the point also with religion where questions need to be asked.
Questions need to be asked.
And I
can't be in a place where you say don't ask questions. It seems like something shady is happening here.
That is it.
Because I need to ask questions.
That is it. Oh, this is beautiful. If I was on when last did I get on a swing? Oh, God. Where can I get on the swing in Lagos? I need to get on the swing. And,
you should go to the Lufasi Park.
Okay. I'll get on the swing. Yeah. Wonderful. This is quite...
This art is, like I say, all of my art is about my emotions and my innermost feeling. This is also like another transition moment for me. This is literally something I saw like in a trance.
Okay.
I just put it out.
You just put it out?
Yeah, I just put it out.
Now, let me, just before we go, we're having a chat and you told me something quite interesting. You said you don't have to choose because you have to donate blood. Let's just talk very fast. Let's wrap up with that.
Okay. I donate blood. I donate blood bi-monthly.
Wow.
Because I have to.
Because you have to.
Yeah, even though like I enjoy that, of course I can donate blood and then someone's life is saved by my blood. But it's not. I know that if you get a tattoo, you have to wait about 6 months before you're able to donate blood again. Well, I can't wait that long because I need to constantly donate blood.
And why do you need to constantly donate?
So it's not 100% ruled off. I'm still running the test and stuff, but there's this condition called polycythemia vera, where your red blood cells regenerate so quickly, and so you have your PCV levels are very high.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm still running tests to make sure that it's not that, but with what I've seen so far, my blood cells go high all the time.
So you have to.
I have excess blood, so.
But it's wonderful that you're doing something that could save somebody else.
Thank
Even
you.
though
Thank
it might
you.
not be so comfortable for you and all of that, but this is all of us wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I hope I'll see you at GOTV.
Okay, definitely. I'm looking forward
to
to
it. 16th of March.
All right,
yeah,
wonderful,
please be
wonderful,
there.
wonderful. Quite an
Thank
amazing personality we had on the show. Adora Richard, thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's it. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We will be back in a bit.
doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Level 2, electrified fence. Space is terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and
the table. And so for us, inclusivity is really not a debate, it is a mandate.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very honored to be the national director, really just championing this.
Honestly, you are extremely passionate about it, and even from how you're speaking, I can understand the types of statistics, alarming statistics you probably had to work with. But then also you've used the word intentionality already today. And what are the intentional projects that you've decided to begin with? Because I feel like this is huge and you can't do everything at once. What are you starting with on the One Nigeria project?
We have a task called Niger 101. The essence of this task really is to spotlight Nigerian culture, our history, our food, our tradition. Really, it's all vibrant. When you think about it, it's like 250 ethnic groups, right? Yeah. And it's across the country. And so Niger 101 is a task that our finalists are going to engage in to promote their individual cultures and to represent.
So each culture they represent during the pageant is going to become a pet project for them, essentially.
Not a pet project, but more like a task, like a challenge. Yes, and the essence of the challenge really is to expose our culture, because in the end we continue to encourage people to see Nigeria, see Nigeria, but how do they see Nigeria if we don't show them Nigeria? And so that's what Nigeria 101 is here to do. Right.
All right, any other work? Because I know there was some advocacy work you were working on for some young girls.
Yes,
you want to touch on that?
Yes, please. For our social impact initiative, we're working on a campaign to raise awareness and funds for 1 million sanitary pads to combat period poverty in Nigeria. The statistics are really alarming, and school absenteeism is one of the byproducts of period poverty, and it's not really talked about enough. And so this platform is encouraging collective action, because there's really only so much that one person can do alone. I started this in 2020 during the heat of the COVID-19 pandemic. And when I started this, I raised $1,000 in 3 days to provide sanitary pads for those who needed them at that time. And it wasn't until the following month that during my menstrual lecture in one of the slums here in Lagos State, I realized that there was a young girl, a young adolescent girl who was obviously, you know, within menstruating age, who did not know what I was holding, and I was holding a sanitary pad.
She had never seen one
She had
before?
never seen one before.
Wow.
And I didn't realize how much of a privilege
Wow.
it was to be able to have access to sanitary pads just unrestrained.
Wow.
You know, just any time you need it. I didn't realize how much of a privilege that was until that day. It was such an eye-opener.
Wow.
And so I have passionately been advocating for free sanitary products to be distributed, but the only way to do that is really if we involve the public, if we involve everyone else. And so we're encouraging, or we're initiating crowdfunding to raise both awareness and funds, very critical funds required, yes, for the 1 million sanitary
honestly,
pads.
that project alone sounds huge, and it sounds like you've already started making impact. But
yes, we have.
I know there's some young girls out there watching you right now. I'm wondering, okay, how do I get to that point where I can, you know, make impact? Even if it's becoming a pageant queen, there must have been a lot of work on yourself, a lot of, I suggest reading as well and research on your part before you could get to this stage. That young girl out there watching right now, tell her your story.
My story is very simple. I stumbled on pageantry. I got into pageantry by accident. And when I got into pageantry, I did not have the requisite direction or resources to really, in quotes, perform my duties. I didn't even have any set duties as such. And I didn't do anything. The very first time I got into pageantry, and the second time as well. I was a two-time winner at the time, but I didn't have any legacy. I had nothing that I was working with or working on. And so after then, it was my third pageant that I decided, you know what, I want to do something different. I want to build something different. And that's how I started the project. And starting that out was really just, it was just, I would say, maybe in part for self-gratification. It was for my birthday. I just wanted to do it, but after that first, second, third time, you know, you go into this nooks and crannies and you carry out these things and you realize there's a different kind of life that people are living on the other side of the world. It's a different dynamic entirely. And if we do not raise our voices to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, then really, what are we using our time on earth to do?
Honestly, I've heard a lot of people speak on advocacy before and giving back, and I know that there's a story. There's probably one particular case that spoke to you, that made you make the move. I'm not sure whose story or whose case it is, but you need to let us in on what that was.
Very precisely. Thank you very much for mentioning that. So this young girl that I mentioned to you, whose name I don't even know, because she exited the hall before we even finished, because she was really embarrassed, right? And when she had come up to ask what I was holding, other people started to laugh at her, because they're like, what do you mean, what is she holding? At least you should know it, you should recognize it, because you've started your period, obviously. You should recognize it, but she did not. And it was on that day, I was heartbroken. Yeah, I did feel, I felt a sense of just realization, really. And it was because of that young girl, whose name I do not know, whose face I cannot remember, that I made a pledge to never stop. So encouraging collective action is me saying that this is not something one person can do. This is not something a single individual can pull off. But with resources here, pulling together resources, pulling together efforts as well, we're able to make much more impact and go even further with this journey.
Honestly, I can't wait to see how far this is going to go. And it actually personally pains me that you have so many campaigns where condoms are given out for free. But essential needs like sanitary towels are not being given out for free. And I'm hoping there's someone watching or listening right now that maybe can connect with how almost intangible, insane it is to hear that something that is for pleasure and gratification is even given out for free, when something that's an essential need isn't being given out for free. And hopefully projects like yours will help shed a lot more light on this. And if you need anything from us, hey, we're here. We'll jump on board with you all the way.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm so impressed. But we have to head over to the kitchen now. Our chef has been hard at work putting something together. Thank you so much for joining us and talking to us about your story, by the way.
Thank you.
Will you join us
for having
in the
me.
kitchen?
Oh, sure thing.
All right,
Hungry here.
Let's take a walk.
Welcome to the kitchen. One more time, one last time this morning. And yes, it's time for us to have a feel of this morning's breakfast, which is Irish potatoes in vegetable sauce, courtesy Chef Fave. Chef Fave, you look like, okay, I can't wait for my judgment. Please, Violet, do try it. I would like to have your feedback.
Have a taste.
Okay. Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Oh gosh, it looks elaborate, like, and the
all
colors.
Those veggies and the colors as well.
It looks fruity. So, speak.
Your chef is listening.
Okay. Because I've never had this before. I don't know. I feel like rating it like a 12 over 10 or something.
Oh,
yeah, it is so ridiculously good.
Oh,
and this is Irish.
Yes, it's Irish potatoes.
So
And you should also
Irish
try the
being
chicken.
bland.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's what she's trying to disabuse. She mentioned it earlier that she wants people to know that there are different ways you can have your Irish potatoes and it will not be bland.
All right. And
Well done,
you
Chef Fave.
had it
Thank you.
here, Chef
Thank
Fave.
you.
You're fast becoming one of our faves with food like this.
Thank you.
We have to wrap it up on the show, however, today. But we will be back again, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, yo.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful show. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.